Hi guys, and welcome back to my corner of the internet and YouTubes. And I was gonna do this video a couple days ago, but I was depressed. So I just rotted in bed for 48 hours. But we're doing it today. I'm just going to talk about, I think, 6 releases that are coming out in May that I'm excited to read. We do have romantasy in here, we have fantasy, we have, I believe, a self-published book and a YA. So let's just jump into this. You know, I'm a fantasy girl. I'm not really a romantasy girl, but every once in a while one gets my attention, and this month we have one of those. This is my birthday month, so hopefully I will be able to pick up a lot of books because I hold the right to spoil myself dearly. But let's just jump into the 6 books that I am looking forward to that are coming out in May of this year. Alright, so on May 7th, we have Spin of Fate by A.A. Vora. This is a YA fantasy. I haven't read a lot of YA fantasy. Ignore my shelves. I've been reading a lot of more adult fantasy, a lot of new adult, but this is a young adult. It's for fans of Sanderson, Full Metal Alchemist, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Sign me up. And the synopsis is, Anna's world is separated by tyrannic law, a force that separates people into upper and lower realms. It's said that if the sinful lowers commit themselves to kindness and charity, their souls will lighten, allowing them into the peaceful upper realms. But Aina, one of the few lowers to ever ascend, just wants to go back home. Aina is desperate to reunite with her mother, hoping she survived the beasts and wars of her homeland alone. After failing to weigh down her soul with petty crimes, Aina joins a rebel group defying the authorities and bringing aid to those condemned to a life of suffering in the lower realms. Alongside Anna are 2 new recruits, Maizen, a ruthless fighter trying to save his clan from extinction, and Aranel, a spoiled noble spying for the powers that be. Before long, the rebels find themselves in the middle of a brewing war. On one side, a violent king of a lower realm is bent on destroying tyrannic law. On the other, the authorities of the upper realms will do anything to stay on top. Now the young rebels must face both sides, and if they want to stop a conflict that can not only break tyrannic law, but the universe itself. So my only qualm is that this is going to be young adult, and after reading Iron Flame, I'm a little hesitant to pick up another book where kids are going to be at the head of a revolution or a rebellion. But we're going to see how this goes. The reviews that I've seen so far from people that have gotten art copies of this have been really good. So I've seen nothing but really positive reviews. I am a sucker for Avatar: The Last Airbender, so if they're putting that as a header, then I'm jumping on this. But we'll see how that goes. This is one I've already pre-ordered, as well as this one on May 7th. We're also getting 5 Broken Blades. This is one that I'm definitely going to read straight away. The last one, Spin of Fate, even though it's gotten a lot of positive reviews, I don't know if I'm going to pick it up right away, but 5 Broken Blades by May Corland, I'm going to pick up immediately. The 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective: to kill the king god June. He has it coming. Under his merciless immortal hand, the nobles flourish, while the poor and innocent are imprisoned, ruined, or sold. And now each of the 5 blades will come for him. Each has tasted bitterness, from the hired hitman seeking atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished from his cruel crimes. None can resist the sweet, icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder, they can agree on treachery. But for these 5 killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. So this, I want to see what the 5 best liars in the land look like. These look like assassins, and these look like really manipulative points of view, which I'm all for. I love in military and political fantasy the people behind the lines that are kind of pulling the strings and puppeteering everybody, and I'm a sucker for assassins. So this one I am looking forward to. I know I'm going to pick this one up right away. It doesn't seem like it's going to be romance heavy or anything like that, and it does seem more like it could potentially go into the realm of grimdark fantasy, which is something I'm looking forward to getting into these next few months. So we'll see how that one goes too. And the last book on May 7th, this is The Deer and the Dragon by Piper C.J. This is the romantasy. This is YA romantasy. It says it's for fans of Hazbin Hotel and Crescent City. As you know, Crescent City isn't my favorite of the Mossverse. It's my least favorite of the Mossverse, but I still just fell into it. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't been reading a lot of romantasy lately. I think the only one I really fell for were the 2 I've read in the past couple months, and that was Belladonna and When the Moon Hatched. Everything else has been kind of a fail for me. But the synopsis for this one is, Marlowe needs to believe she's crazy. The alternative would mean embracing the gift or curse shared by her mother and grandmother. She can see angels and demons, including a dark and haunting entity who's been with Marlowe her entire life. At least, that's what she believes he is, until a fae from the Nordic pantheon strolls into her life and informs her that she's been sharing a bed with the Prince of Hell, a prince who's now gone missing. Before she knows it, Marlowe is deeply entangled in a centuries-old war, stumbling straight into a battleground between mighty beings of myth and legend from powerful pantheons around the world. And who will come out on top may just depend on her and the love she never dared to believe in. So obviously, very romantasy heavy. It looks like it's going to be a mishmash of different sort of fantasy characters, because we have angels, demons, fairies, pantheons. I think we're probably going to have a couple Greek god type characters thrown in there. So, and Nordic fae also. So I'm curious to see the world building in this. I don't think I'm going to fall for the romance, but personified version of or a Prince of Hell, kind of on the same realm as a Prince of, what am I saying? Prince of Hell is kind of on the same page as a personification of death, which I'm a sucker for. So we're gonna see how that one goes, and I'm looking forward to that one. I'm a little hesitant to pick it up, but we'll see. I like the sprayed edges. Five Broken Blades also has sprayed edges. These are all like on Amazon. You can pre-order the exclusive editions now, and I'm looking forward to having them on my shelves. Hopefully the books are as good as they are. All right, so this is another pretty exclusive edition or limited edition on Amazon, and I'm loving all these special editions. A lot of people are unhappy with all these special editions that are pouring out, but I'm okay with it. I'll gobble up special editions like crazy. I'm just hoping that the books are as good as they are pretty. This comes out on May 21st. It is Heavenbreaker by Sarah Wolf. The Duke of the Powerful... I'm going to start off... I can't pronounce this house name, so bear with me. The Duke of the Powerful House Hotclaw is the first to die, with my dagger in his back. He didn't see it coming, didn't anticipate the bastard daughter who was supposed to die with her mother on his order. He should have left us with the rest of the station starving, commoner rubbish. Now there's nothing left, just icy white rage and a need to make a House Hotclaw play. Every damn one of them. Even if it means riding Heavenbreaker, one of the few enormous machines left over from the war, and jousting against the fiercest nobles in the system. Each win means another one of my many enemies dies. And here in the cold terror of space, the machine and I move as one, intent on destroying each adversary, even if it's someone I care about, even if it's someone I'm falling for. Only I'm not alone, not anymore, because there's something in the machine with me, something horrifying, something more, and it can't be stopped. So this is it looks like it's going to be a space, oh, it's definitely YA. This definitely raises YA, but it seems like it's going to be space jousting mecha suits and a revenge story. Okay. One of the blips was that this girl is going to be the next Katniss Everdeen, which made me think it was going to be a dystopia, but it doesn't read like a dystopia. It just reads like a space fantasy with mecha suits. So we're here for that. I love a good revenge story. So we're going to see how that plays out. That is on. Alright, I had to go away for a second. The dogs were going absolutely nuts in the background, but I'm back. Okay, that comes out on May 21st. The next one coming out, a lot of people are really looking forward to this book, and if I was in a different mindset right now, I would be among those people. It does look good. It does look interesting. It does look like it's going to be a lot of fun. But this one coming out on May 21st is How to Become the Dark Lord or Die Trying by Django Wexler. This gives me like RPG feeling. So this girl dies over Catford. This girl dies over and over again as the good guy in her time loop. And then one day she just gives up and she says, F it, I'm going to be the Dark Lord. So Groundhog Day meets Guardians of the Galaxy and Django Wexler's laugh-out-loud fantasy tale about a young woman who, tired of defending humanity from the Dark Lord, decides to become the Dark Lord herself. Davi has done this all before. She's tried to be the hero and take down the all-powerful Dark Lord. 100 times she's rallied humanity and made a final charge. But the time loop always gets her in the end. Sometimes she's killed quickly, sometimes it takes a while, but she's been defeated every time. This time, she's done being the hero and done being stuck in this endless time loop. If the Dark Lord always wins, then maybe that's who she needs to be. It's Davi's turn to play on the winning side. A lot of people are really looking forward to this. I wish I was in a better better mood, because I don't want to be like all mopey and antsy and wanna read this, because I don't want to not enjoy it. But this does look like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So it's gonna be fantasy. It gives me RPG vibes. I have read this trope before. This isn't like groundbreaking, but it's always really fun to read a book that has this sort of vibe, or to see a movie that has this sort of vibe. I just swapped the drinks. Okay, this next book is coming out on May 28th. I believe it is only going to be coming out on ebook. I know it's going to be, I think it's available on Kindle Unlimited, if not on Kindle. But that is Soulbreaker Book 1, Soul Cage by L.R. Schultz. This is a sort of fantasy that I've been enjoying more. Not exactly grimdark, but right on the cusp of grimdark. It seems more adult. It doesn't seem like it's going to be romantic-y heavy, but I'm looking forward to this one. I hope this is as good as the synopsis makes it seems it's going to be, because if it is, we'll see. All right, so here we go. All power comes with a price. In a world where magic is transferred by the act of killing one another, Midrin stands above the rest. Having accidentally killed the most powerful mage in all of existence, Midrin now lives a peaceful life in isolation, but there is no such thing as peace in the land of Otor. War calls. The voices of the dead haunt him, and there is nowhere to hide. I am out of breath. Cursed with the deathly taint of magic, young Will must seek acceptance among the Knights of Fen. There he must learn to touch the other side, control his abilities, and decide for himself what is right and what is wrong. Tiara's soul is broken. The price of vengeance was her sanity. Her companions help her keep a tenuous grasp on herself, but with the urgent need to absorb enough magic to sustain them, she is pushed to choose a side in the upcoming war. The question remains, will she choose the right side? So we have a lot of conflict, like internal conflict. We have magic sustained by murder, which, why does that sound so appealing to me? I'm excited for this one. Midrin, if that's how you pronounce his name, Midrin seems like a really interesting character. I really think I'm gonna like him. We'll see how that one goes. That is available on May 28th. And that one is gonna be an immediate pickup for me. I really hope that is what I'm going to enjoy. So I know there are a bunch of other releases coming out in the month of May. I know Hemlock Queen is coming out in May. I know I'm not super excited about some of the ones that even I spoke about, but those, out of everything coming out, those are my most anticipated releases. If there are any books that you are interested in that are coming out in May, just let me know. If you want to see more of my content, please hit a like and subscribe. That really helps me out. I'm really trying to grow this channel. And I will see you guys next time. And we will talk a little bit about Dragon Seed, because it's good. It's good. Let's just go there. It's good. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.